Dear friends, while discussing the functions of the Human Rights Commission, particularly National Human Rights Commission under Section 12 and State Human Rights Commission under Section 21 of the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993, we came to know that they will conduct inquiry regarding the violation of human rights and failure on the part of a public servant who cannot make any efforts to prevent the violation of human rights. They can conduct the inquiry on the application of the victim, on the application of any person, or they can conduct it suo motu. That means by seeing a newspaper item also, they can conduct the inquiry. A typical violation of human right, that is a right to reputation, has come to the notice of State Human Rights Commission, Kerala. 100% literacy state. Here, a human rights activist, his name is Boban Mattumanta, B-O-B-A-N, Mattumanta. So, who is in the forefront of a campaign against the use of expressions, the colonial expressions like sir and madam, to address those in the governance. Normally, whenever you write a letter, you will address respected sir, respected madam. Whenever vocally or orally you have to address, normally you will address them as sir or madam. Is it necessary to use these words? Is it not against right to reputation? Suppose you may be knowing, you will be calling the officer yes sir. You may also call me yes sir. But do I call you as sir? No. Suppose if you come to a government office and say, sir, I want this information. Then what the officer says, come on, go and meet that concerned clerk like that. But he will not say sir. Listen. So is it against right to reputation? Is it against is it violation? Is it not violation of the human right? This is the subject in discussion. So yesterday only I have given you clarification regarding submission of the arguments, whether to stand, whether to sit. So friends, remember, these are all ethical ones, they are all moral ones. So to uphold the dignity of the society, that's all. It is only to show respect towards the elder community. That you need not stretch it for a long time. Anyway, let us see. It has come in Hindu. So there is a debate, ongoing debate over the issue of using the salutation, sir and madam. This man, Mattumanta, he has filed a complaint before the SHRC and they have given acknowledgement. That means they have registered the case also. And actually several local bodies across the state, so they also supported him. They came forward to drop the use of the so-called colonial, you say sir and madam, as a part of the campaign. Alright. So actually at the outset, Mr. Mattumanta, he approached the Additional Chief Secretary, Personnel and Administration Reforms, asking him whether to use sir and madam, and if so, under what provision of the business rules or the government rules. So the reply is, there is no such rule, but it is a sort of respect. I will tell you. It is a sort of administration and madam, mere words of respect. The official said sir and madam were being used extensively as the terms of respect among people and government officers also. Alright. So then Mr. Mattumanta, he questioned the government, saying, government employees, have they addressed the public as sir and madam? But they do rarely address. No doubt, we have been seeing certain officers also addressing the public as sir and madam. Even in police stations also I have seen, whenever a new person comes, the constable asks him, sir, what is your problem? He is there, say there, he is not there. Come on, you sit, go and talk to the writer or head constable like that. Sir is, nowadays it's being used, but rarely it is being used. Approaching them. So normally, except the people addressing them as sir or madam, normally the reply will be, go there like that. So therefore, is it not against the ethos of democracy enshrined in the constitution. Equality before law. Everybody is equal, is it not? So we are still following the colonial culture left behind by the British even after 74 years of independence. Is it not? So now Mr. Mattumanta, he pointed out the people's representatives, including MLAs, ministers and MPs. They should address the public as sir, but they are rarely using the term sir or madam when speaking, when writing or when giving replies, is it not? So please remember, for example in Kerala, the Chief Minister of Kerala, Sri Pinarayi Vijayan, he addresses his counterpart in Tamil Nadu, the CM Stalin, as Stalin Ji. Prime Minister Narendra Modi as Narendra Modi Ji. Like that. He will not say sir. Oh, it is better these words should be dropped. So if there is no reciprocity, normally we approach the government officers, we approach them as, address them as sir, but normally they don't reply in that manner. This is a very good topic for discussion. Of course, the colonial legacy, we are still continuing. Even though I say no, we will be continuing. Even I myself will address the officers as sir. So, this is a continuous. But anyway, a topic for discussion, that too before the SHRC, is interesting and at the same time intriguing to elders like us also. Let us see what reply will be given by the SHRC, what inquiry they will conduct. Thank you very much.